Dan, did you want to do your little intro?
It's a great time.
Hi, I'm Scrag. Scrag Trapjaw. Sometimes I tell people my name is Scraggery, but I made that up to blend in better with human society. I don't think it's working. You ever stop to look at yourself and say, how'd I get into this situation? Where did my life go wrong? Yeah, this is one of those times. Yesterday, I was just hawking dinosaurs in the underground tunnels beneath the city. And I came to this town to make a living for myself, find a new home with my old island dying, but that's a story for another time. Of course, the long arm of the law had different plans. I got arrested and taken to a guild hall where I met all these weird, fancy people. And Creek, who is less fancy but very kind. Then we went to a dock, fought some weird looking gremlins and their octopus pets, fed Gertie. One of them infected me with lice. Then they fled into a hole in the ground, and we went after them to their hideout, where there were even more gremlins waiting for us. A lot of fighting happened, and eventually, after clearing the place out, we came across some dinosaur eggs. Ones that I didn't bring with me. Must be someone else's. Unfortunately, we also found some red powder. Creek wanted to try some, got into an argument with Nash about it, and I figured, since Creek had been beat to shit, I might as well bite the bullet and try it myself. Down here in sewers, trying not to get skewered by a bunch of goddamn gremlins. Now, I find myself here amidst these bottles of red powder, wondering why my life went wrong, and if I should have just stayed on that sweet little island, even if it was dying. Maybe I would have been better off, or maybe this is just one of those days. By the way, Scrag said all of that out loud. That entire monologue,
Just in that
was
voice?
all in character, completely out loud with no accent. That's exactly how I said it.
Yeah. Scrag, as you devour the red powder and you do this whole monologue out loud, you begin to notice immediately a numbing effect going down your whole throat. As it hits your stomach, you begin to feel like a million tiny needles jabbing into your gut from within. Everything feels tingly, like your whole body is suffering from a bad blood flow. Like everything felt like your leg fell asleep, but it's all over. Even
You ever
everything starts blurring around you as suddenly you are, as you say that, like that entire monologue, it immediately starts like fizzing out of your brain, like bubbles popping. You just are struggling to remember even how you got here for a second. Everything is becoming a blur.
Scrag is going. You ever see someone do the cinnamon challenge? Scrag basically just drank a bunch of this red powder. So first he's gonna cough a bunch of it up, and then he's gonna look at his hands, and you immediately realize this guy's not okay.
Yeah, and for that whole dilemma, you can have an extra hero point. So you have 2 for this session.
Yay!
And yeah, after devouring that red powder,
hero points to, oh, sorry.
No, from devouring that powder, you are now fatigued, stupefied, sickened, and you're still deafened from earlier. So your ears are still ringing on top of all this.
That's just what Scrag sounds like when he gets deafened. It's your own voice kind of.
Oh my god. So you cannot actually see mouth or jaw on Nash or on his shadow, but you can just look based on his eyes and tell that both Nash and his shadow are just staring slack-jawed at Scrag. Just momentarily speechless at what they have just witnessed.
Pickles calls out from behind the rock. Hey, who's that? Is there someone else coming to the cave?
Right,
Found this
can't
weird
hear
door
him.
here.
Nash, if you wanted to roll a medicine check to know what the heck's going on.
Yes, definitely. That is where Nash was headed before all of this.
Yeah.
Oh,
He did not get a
second.
chance to roll before somebody stuck things in their mouth.
You sure didn't, but we're gonna do it now as soon as I get to the right spot on my sheet. Is that what I just think it was? I can't actually see.
That was a 1.
Yeah, I was gonna say I gotta get right to the chat. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
That was a natural 1.
You think he's about to die right now.
I vomit.
You can certainly try.
I think that's what Scrag would do, is he would just puke everywhere.
Yeah, alright. Roll me a fortitude save.
Okay. Wait, so how does that work? Do I need to fail it?
Just roll it.
No, I imagine you're trying to force yourself to vomit here.
I just figured Scrag would vomit.
Yeah, no,
Sure.
you gotta try and force yourself. No, I haven't yet to meet someone who can just go, I vomit now, on command.
Yeah, that is a skill.
It's a very neat party trick that I can do as a result of my horrible anxiety. Really terrible party.
That's an awful party. No, thank you. Don't invite me.
Terrible
to your
party.
big party.
Yeah, so, roll me
I don't get
fortitude.
invited to that many parties. Sorry, I should have turned on hardware acceleration. Can I just take 1 second to do that?
Yeah, go ahead. Whatever makes it run better.
Remember to turn on hardware acceleration when you're using Foundry.
We can let his resolve first, but just for the sake of filling the air, Nash is going to... Oh, good gods, the dinosaur salesman is dying, and attempt a medicine check for something.
Yeah.
Wait,
Go
what?
Go for it.
I left for 2 seconds. What happened?
This one gonna be for for actual healing of some sort.
While Matt is doing that, Crinkle yelled to Pickles, the dinosaur salesman has gained sentience and now is possibly dying.
Gain sentience.
Sentient before. How rude.
You didn't hear that. But
Exactly. You can say whatever you want about Scrag. He doesn't know.
But yeah, Nash, as you poke around with your tools, you pour a little liquid into Scrag's ear, clearing up the deafened state, and you can also roll to heal him a little bit. It has only been about half an hour, but I'm going to fudge it.
Oh yeah, we had just discussed that, and then I panicked and did it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all good.
Be right back.
Yeah.
Also,
Or
Pickles,
Tuesday.
we'll be heading back over there.
Okay. I'll move you kind of closer.
Hold on.
Or
Wait, no, I put it on
Tuesday.
my hotbar. I put it on my hotbar. Where's it at? Not
That's
the
a
bad
21.
one.
Okay, so you vomit. And... Alright.
This is by the way, this is cartoon, just... I'm trying to describe it, big lizard mouth opens and just, it kind of goes in an arc.
Yeah, like a rainbow arc.
Yeah.
A little bit.
So with the help of Nash, you can hear now, but and as you vomit, you feel a little bit better in your tummy, but you are still feel sick, and you still feel that numbness all the way through, and your head feels lightheaded.
Craig is going to go sit in the corner now.
What happened?
Greg says don't do drugs.
He has eaten something that he very much should not have eaten.
Greg learned lesson now.
Yeah, if you guys want to roll to identify the powder.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Do I get advantage on that? I feel like I should get advantage on that.
If you knew what it was, you wouldn't have stuck it in your mouth.
Can Pickles actually make a roll to identify this stuff?
Yeah, Pickles or Nash, whoever.
The
Is it
sad
a
part is
medicine?
I'm proficient in medicine.
Yeah, either medicine, nature, one of those knowledge-y
Okay.
roll skills.
Ooh, would my hang on, what's it called? I have underworld lore.
Oh yeah, that would help.
Okay, I'm gonna try that one.
Okay, I'll make a medicine check then.
Yeah.
Although, was that first medicine check that I took specifically just to try to figure out what was going wrong with Scrag, or was
Yeah.
that to identify? Okay.
That was just to figure out him. You can now examine the powder and get a better idea.
Okay, cool.
All right,
I just
let
didn't
me-
want to, like, double roll for a thing that I had got a 1 on.
18 for me.
Okay. So, Nash, with your underworld lore, you take a look at this powder and you recognize it as devil dust. Or sometimes demon dust. People have different names for it. But it is an illicit drug that is supposed to be a performance enhancer, but you're supposed to snort it, not eat it. And Pickles, with your medicine, you know that this is formed by, like, crushing and grinding certain types of stone imbued with, like, a kind of magic. And it starts you out feeling pretty high, but the more that you take it, your brain starts forgetting things and you become weaker and weaker. And you imagine ingesting it in the way that Scrag has already started to mess with his brain.
Greg, you just ate like a handful of crack.
Basically.
Again, not something meant to be eaten. I have no idea what it does when you eat it. It does not appear good. He looks like he's dying.
Well, Nash, the effects of this normally, what we're seeing here are in fact the advanced effects of this substance on the brain, which includes memory loss and fatigue, things like that.
Oh, good.
So
Yes,
he is
I feel
basically,
much better.
I mean, he's not on death's door immediately. He's just, we got to get into a hospital.
Yeah, with that knowledge, you do know that he will need to go to the hospital. You can patch him up a little bit, but aside from, like, vomiting, he can't get the rest of this out of his system. It's already gone into, like, his bloodstream.
Okay.
He needs specific help.
At this point, like, will he worsen if, like, would I get a sense with that 18 of, like, the time scale of this? Like, will he worsen, like, immediately, or, like, do we have, like, a couple hours before, like, any further bad effects set in?
You've got a couple hours. If it's ingested normally, it's a matter of days. Ingesting it directly is hours.
So, like, basically, Nash, he's kind of about as bad as he's gonna be for a while. So we don't have to get into a hospital, like, right now. We just need to get him to a hospital, like, today.
Excuse me.
I mean, it still seems like something we shouldn't take our sweet time with, but...
No. Just with the knowledge of what this stuff is, I also would posit that likely once we leave this place, I would bet against it being here when we come back. So anything else we need to take care of before we leave here, we should take care of it now, is what I'm saying. Any other evidence we need to take care of? There's a door back there that I do think we should investigate before we leave. But yeah, I think we're probably we're definitely on the clock.
Nash takes a few breaths to try to steady himself, and you can kind of see his shadow appears to be trying to fan him off. He'll turn and look back at the crate. The symbol of the rat with the eye patch, is that just on the crate, or is it also on, like, the little vials of these things?
It's on the little vials, on the crates. It is also on the barrels of alcohol and on the side of the crate that has the dinosaur egg remains.
Okay. Nash is going to pick up one of the vials. Can I roll to see if I recognize that's the symbol?
Yeah, roll me underworld lore. Okay, 22. 1 second.
Yeah.
Beep, 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 boop, boop. So it's not quite a crit, but that's a pretty good roll. So you know that... one sec, this is the wrong page I'm looking at. We want... Boop. Atlas. Yes. We want Death Guard. You know, before you came here, that Death Guard is known for its guilds. On the outset, there's 5 main guilds in the city that basically controls all commerce, as well as the Horizon Walkers, which is the Campaigners Guild you are trying out for. But you also know that there are some smaller guilds that kind of operate underneath the surface. And this symbol you recognize as the symbol of the River Rats, which is a known smugglers guild. They operate out of the Undercity. You haven't run into any of them before, but you've heard enough whispers of people that smuggle all kinds of things here and there and everywhere.
I suspect you're right. As soon as the coast is clear, then this will not stay unattended long. He's going to take that one vial and slip it into his bag. We'll need some... I don't fancy being caught with this myself, but we'll need some proof of what we found.
Okay. Do we want to... Ooh. Okay, new rule.
Don't eat things,
Listen,
particularly if you don't
Nash-
know what they are.
Nash, that's one of those rules that you make it and you know it's going to be broken.
I'm trying
Better-
to help.
Better
Scrag
rule.
will not break
No,
it
I'm trying
anymore.
to help.
Scrag
Right.
is sorry.
Better rule, buddy system. Ms. Vaz, would you like to come with me to investigate this door?
I suppose, if we're sure that the dinosaur salesman is all right.
Scrag is hugging Gertie. I have my buddy.
That's adorable, actually.
Oh, he's not all right. It's just he's not gonna get worse by standing there.
This is my therapy, Velociraptor.
I respect the buddy rule. I must put my foot down on not putting things in our mouths if we don't know what they are.
Don't you put it in your mouth.
Don't you put it in your mouth. Stuff it in your face.
Don't you stuff it in your face.
Though it might be good to eat.
All right, we'll add it to the list. But
Or
all I'm saying is, we're
any
setting
Canadians
ourselves-
in the audience?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sitting here like, I think this is a cultural thing. I don't recognize this.
Yeah, this is one of the...
Chances in America.
Apologies.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that
all in your mouth. Oh,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. No, that's one of those Canadian PSAs that they'd run.
Can I just say, those Canadian PSAs kicked ass.
They're real good.
On so many
I
levels.
don't think we had anything like that. I don't remember ever seeing any sort of like a "don't put stuff in your mouth" PSA.
All they cared about is don't mess with the fire alarm, and also don't go into weird electric places or whatever.
Y'all
I was gonna
don't
say,
remember
ours-
the
ours
house
was all
hippo.
Like, we had the DARE program. It was all
Yeah.
like,
Yes, we did.
See,
have to-
like
we had you ever seen the War Amps ones? There's like
No.
there's these, they're for like prosthetics for kids and stuff, and there's this horrific one about like this robot child on Planet Danger, and they get parts of them torn off, and they're like, I'm a robot, I can put my arms back on, you can't, so play safe. And it's like, this is a thing, they show children and it's horrific.
There's also one that like it's like stay fit because you never know, and this kid's just getting like
They're chasing
He
after
pulls out a
Pokemon
Pokemon
card, and it flies away, and they're chasing after the Charizard.
the most insane.
We
like-
could. I'm sure we could talk for hours about.
Yeah,
that.
back to the
fine.
game.
Let's
Back to the
Let's
game.
play some Pathfinder.
Yeah,
just for y'all, remind me later to tell y'all about Carol.
yeah.
Okay.
I'll send you a bunch of Canadian PSAs after this, but for now,
Make sure they see the house hippo.
For now.
Oh,
That's the one they
the House Hippo's the best one. Anyways,
so good.
All
For
right,
now, Bads and Pickles are gonna go investigate the door over here.
yeah.
Yep.
And I'm actually gonna send Bastard over to where the others are, so that Nash isn't outnumbered by silly people.
Silly people. You might hit
Yeah,
a wall
Nash-
there. Yeah,
Nash is
yeah, there you go.
hovering around Creek, who I suppose is his buddy now.
Yeah, Creek is
See, the thing is-
definitely,
Pickles doesn't know that Creek also did a silly thing, so he wouldn't have picked Vaz if he knew that Creek was the other culprit.
Yeah. But yeah, Pickles, Vaz, you come up and yeah, it looks like the side of a building built into the wall here, and in front of it, it seems to be a mucky pit.
Do we see any sort of like a door on the
Yes,
wall at all?
there is a door.
Okay. Just a simple door, like no kind of. Is there any kind of like available visible locking?
There's a visible like lock in the door. It's one that's like built into the doorknob.
No, I don't have lockpicking.
Okay.
Why don't we do something silly like try the door before we resort to lockpicking?
Okay. Does Vaz want to do that?
Yeah, she just walks up and just jiggles
Okay,
the handle.
Vaz, as you step over the mud, I'm going to need you to make a survival check for me.
Oh, good lord.
Just continuing Vaz's terrible, horrible, no good, very bad adventuring day.
Yep.
Pretty much. Where's my character page? There it is.
Yeah.
Nope, that's not right.
So the little hand for the proficiencies.
There it is. Okay. Sorry, I couldn't get my character page up, and I'm like,
Boundary said no
Okay.
no Pathfinder for you today.
Clearly.
If you can't find it on the side of the screen, you should be able to double click on your character token, and it should load your page as well.
Oh boy.
Oof, yeah. So you take one step onto this mud, and immediately it like goes slurp and slurps right up to your knee.
My boots!
It slurp right in there.
Oh.
Pickles is going to take out his staff and use it to help Vaz get out of the mud.
All right.
His 5-foot pole. Never leave home without it.
Give her a
Longer than
good
he is.
old pull. I'd say like athletics to try and yank her out.
Actually, would I be able to use that as sufficient to like aid Vaz in getting out, as opposed to because he's not trying to pull her out, he's as much as like using it to like give her leverage to get her. herself.
Okay, so here's how you roll for aid. You still have to roll like an athletics check, and if you succeed, she gets a +2 to her roll.
Gotcha.
Would I mean, I'm very fucked up right now. Would I still be able to help?
You're not there.
You're not there.
You're in every sense of the word.
Oh wow, you guys are far. Never mind.
Yeah, they've wandered off basically.
All right, let's give this a go. Fuck it.
Yeah,
No.
unfortunately, you like stick the staff down there and give it a pull, and like you fall onto your back as you just cannot get good purchase here.
Okay, nothing for it, I suppose. And can I try and pull myself out the muck?
Yes, give me an athletics roll.
Okay. Beep. Are you kidding me?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you like go and pull your one leg out, and then like your other foot slips and you fall flat on your face in the mud, just completely covered.
Just leave me here.
I'm just imagining Yzma from Emperor's New Groove
Yeah.
in that one scene.
Yeah. I'm so sorry, sir.
It's okay.
It's just been one thing after another.
Can I attempt to make my way over to the door?
Okay, yeah, you make a survival check.
Okay, survival check time. Boop and boop. Oh, give me something. 9.
9. Yeah, you like get a little bit, and then you're up to your waist now in mud.
Come here often.
No, first time.
So, with you two now stuck in the mud, what's everybody else doing? Nash Creek.
Wait, we really fucked that one up about as bad as we could have.
Oh yeah, we proper goobered that.
I'm laughing at misery right now.
Nash.
Yeah, the two of you hear, and the sound of mud slapping against the ground.
Oh dear. Nash will just kind of look over at Creek awkwardly, like, well, buddy, I suppose we should see what's going on.
All right then. If Scrag will allow, Creek's gonna lift him up, throw him over her shoulder.
Get him. Pick him up. Scoop him.
Scoop.
Hey, that's pretty good given the fact that Scrag is like immense.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's very heavy. I think you can.
Can Creek do it? Do I have to do a?
What's your strength?
check?
You got a +1 to strength. So yeah, roll me athletics and see what happens.
Okay, I'll try. All right. Oh shoot. Athletics. Gotta do strength.
And can Scrag just stand up? Or is it too late for that?
I want to
now?
see. I want to see.
We're rolling. We're just going to see what happens with the roll first.
Fair enough.
I just do a pure like D20.
Sorry?
You should have athletics under your proficiencies.
Oh,
On your-
athletic. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, yeah.
Never mind. Oop. Oh, let me roll, please. Let me roll. I said, let me roll.
It might be opening another pop-up. Try to minimize your character sheet and see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. Yo.
I don't have it set to the automatic rolls. It should bring up a little window.
Yeah, it's on athletics. Click on the thing to roll. It's like not doing it. Roll, please.
Oh, not the initiative thing on the side.
Okay. Yeah. Yes.
Along the top bar, there's a little hand. You see the little hand, like the thing where it says like character, actions, inventory, all those little symbols.
Yes. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, there it is. Okay, got it. Sorry.
There's a lot
Yeah,
on these
good.
sheets. We're still learning.
It's 14.
Yeah, with a 14, you go and scoop them up and pick them up, and you immediately go nope and drop them.
Aww.
You're essentially trying to pick up like a fucking like a dinosaur, like
Yeah.
an actual dinosaur.
The best you did was manage to get him up on his feet, but you could not actually pick him up.
Aww. Alas, no Princess Carrie for him.
Yeah, no Princess Carrie for Scrag, but he's up on his feet, he can make his way. He's
I
just...
just realized I was muted this whole time. Oh my god.
Oh no. No worries. I was gonna say what
Yeah, Scrag will kind of like stumble around and feet a bit, and then just give Creek a big ol' hug. And it's like,
Aw.
thank you.
Yeah, and
Prince.
Yes, let's come along now. We should answer the call for help promptly.
Okay, yeah.
Come on, Gertrude, let's go. If Scrag is going the wrong way right now, by the way, then that's canon.
Oh,
yeah,
no, Creek's like, no, but
Gregory,
no.
come along.
Gregory.
Nash will start shepherding them.
Meanwhile, Vaz and Pickles are just sitting there in the mud, consigned to their fate.
Oh.
Pickles is kind of halfway in the mud, just the greatest and only wizard in Camp on Pinkwater, defeated by mud.
Yeah.
Greg's favorite.
What a way to go.
Nash will turn the corner. Now, Pickles, this is hardly time for a spa day.
Yeah,
Greg,
you turn the corner, Vaz is face first in the mud, Pickles is waist deep in the mud.
You know,
So-
I will admit, this is my karma for not considering the dinosaur salesman a hurry case.
a what?
A hurry case.
It does appear the world is telling you to take it slow.
So Screg is a swim speed and like has lived in a swamp all his life. Can I just like pick Pickles up?
I mean, you're long enough and big enough, you could probably reach over and pick him up. I wouldn't say that you could swim through mud, though. Not this deep
This
mud.
is only 10 feet wide right here.
Wading through mud than swimming through it.
Yeah, no, it's not even, like...
Kind of mud.
It's just
Not the
gloopy. It's not the same as swimming.
Yeah, the reason I ask is just because he lived in, like, marshlands, would he have any trouble getting through?
I mean, he would still have to roll a survival roll for that.
Fair enough. I will roll a survival roll. What penalties do I take?
Don't worry about it. It will automatically calculate it with the stuff
You
that's
could
plus.
also just, like she said, reach over and grab Pickles.
Can I
And
do
not
that? Just
blood.
reach, just
Don't
yoink.
worry
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, the survival check is just for making your way across the mud.
I will pick up the picks.
Yeah.
Peter picked a pickle Piper.
Don't hurt
Yeah.
No. Don't hurt yourself on that one.
Screg just saying that out loud feels like, no, stop. No,
Yeah.
stop it.
For this, though, you will need
Canonically.
you'll need a athletics check to pull him out because he is in sticky mud.
Okay.
And I'm only a little guy.
Just a small little guy.
Just a little
Oh,
guy.
God. He cannot change this.
I don't know what penalties I take, but I'll just.
It'll do it automatically.
Yeah, yeah. Don't worry about it.
Oh!
It's a hero point.
Yeah, you've got two of them. Go ahead.
Can I just roll again? Or...
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't be fucking kidding me.
Oh my god. Yeah, you pull, and he just does not budge. He is stuck in there.
okay. I'm thinking we have some rope. We could probably tie it around them and try and pull them out.
Yeah. So
There wouldn't be combat today, Leanne. This mud is a dangerous thing.
it wasn't supposed to be.
Would that rope trick work? Is there like a kind of a
With the rope, I would say that adds a +2 to your next roll to pull somebody out.
Okay, I'm gonna try that on Vaz.
Advance! Save her, I'm stuck. I've become one with the mud.
Oh, good
No.
lord.
This reminds me of the Once Upon a Forest, stuck in the tar.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
yeah.
were mentioning that in the chat. They're having a funeral for him just to do stuff. That lives rent free in my head. That little bird just going, bye bye, mama.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, goddamn. Okay, yeah. So +2 to athletics.
Yep.
Meow. Let's go. So. Oh. Okay. Item. Oh. Wait, I don't know how to add it. Let's do. Oh, we'll just add it later.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys.
God, rope snap.
Yeah, the rope just does not like this.
Ian, I have a question.
Yeah, you want to know what the check is? You gotta roll 15. It's not that big of a number.
So, no, Leanne, I have a question.
Yeah,
Is the door directly in front of me, or is it, like, right here?
it's right there. Yeah.
Okay. Does the door open outwards?
You haven't tried it yet.
No, like, can I see its hinges?
Yeah, it would open.
Can I use acid splash to melt the hinges and the locks so the door falls forward into the mud so I have a platform?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast a spell.
Oh, good lord.
I would like to cast Acid Splash to... Can I cast Acid Splash however many times is needed to melt those things?
Yeah. So you cast it on the hinges, and it like starts to swing a bit, and you realize that it is locked. So you do it again on the lock, and it comes down. I pressed the wrong button. We want to open the door. And
I am a genius!
And like right close to Vaz's head, you feel this thump as the door lands like inches from your face.
And Vaz and I scramble. Can Vaz and I scramble up on the door?
Yes. I'll say that's still an athletics check, but with the door that adds, that reduces the DC. So give me another athletics check. We'll see if it happens. 10. Okay. 3. 6. So yeah, Vaz, you're having trouble getting up there, but I'll say, Pickles, you do manage to get up there with the door.
I will also like to attempt another athletics check to help Vaz up.
Okay.
I'd like to aid Vaz getting up.
Go for it.
Come on, give me this. Give me this. Give me that. God damn it.
Oh my god!
I haven't rolled above a 10.
Okay, so for the brevity here, we'll say it takes you probably about another 20 minutes to pull everybody out of the mud and up and over this door and into this little area. Because at this point, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Boundary dice deserve to be in dice jail right now, because holy shit.
We need a dice jail mod.
I'm sure there is.
We only have to walk across 5 feet of mud instead of 10 now.
Yeah. It's a lot easier with the door down, and everybody eventually makes their way inside.
Thank you, Leanne. I genuinely appreciate it.
It's like I said, probably another 20 minutes of fighting with this thing.
I appreciate your discretion in allowing us to just take the L.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Encounter failed. We didn't do that one good, actually. That one was a bad one that we didn't.
We
do
failed the mud puzzle.
Yeah, we're not gonna, I'm sorry,
no,
guys.
we're gonna stay here until somebody rolls up 15.
We're not gonna 100% this game now. I'm sorry.
This mud trap is a -1 level hazard.
Well, I'm barely a level
possible
1
to
level
have-
rapier, so rapier. Oh my god, I just called myself a sword. I buckle swashes.
You buckle swashes.
I'm sorry. Is it a
Upgraded
mud?
It's
Is it a mud buckler? No. No.
Oh my
Is
gosh.
it a swashmutter? No.
I'm sorry.
So you make your way in, and you find yourself in what looks to be almost a little hut with more of those barrels, more of those containers. There's a little desk, as well as the symbol of that rat again you see in several other places. And
I would like to take this time just to note I'm going to pursue the lead on that river river rats based on that emblem.
Gotcha. And if you guys want to look around, that will be perception checks. We'll see if we can roll above a 5.
I want to roll something good. Let's see.
Good lord, I doubt we'll roll over a 10.
Let's find out.
We have so much conflicting like luck-based energy from the things that were just said. It's frying my brain.
Okay.
Sarah is jinxing
Finally,
it.
something.
There you go.
Good.
Nice.
Yes, a 22. Yeah.
Can't
So
find my perception skill. Oh, there it is.
it's on the main page, like on the left-hand side.
It's
Yeah.
on the left thing.
Yeah, Scrag, you're just not
Okay.
feeling so good. The room is spinning. 21. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
You rolled
I've
okay.
rolled a question mark.
I
Yeah.
was about to say I can't even see what I got.
Yeah, I can, because you basically rolled a secret check, which means I can see it. You can't. But
Okay.
we'll start from from Vaz. So Vaz, you get in, you're like covered in mud, and you look around and immediately you ping a couple of things. You not only see the rat symbol, but you see evidence that someone has been here at least in the last few days. You see crumbs on like a plate, and you see that this place isn't dusty, so it's clearly been used. And you see a treasure chest in the corner of the room that looks like it's locked. And then we'll go, who's next? Creek, you took a look around, and you saw on a desk that there was a big book that is just stuffed full of papers. And Nash, you rolled a 20, so you see like the stairs going up. You see a lock on there, as well as you kind of like you see like underneath this little rug here, like the edge of something. You go and look under, pull it out, and you see like a little key. And Pickles, you see pretty much like more of these boxes with the symbol on it. And you see a few more like items that beyond just alcohol. You see other stuff that would be considered illegal, some nasty imported weapons, and like a cheese that is outlawed. Illegal cheese.
Jeez.
Is that Thotzarella?
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna move you, Pickles, because you're on top of the treasure chest.
A whole wheel of Thotzarella.
This cheese is like made out of a certain goat that only lives in one area, and it's got hallucinogenic properties.
Greg, Scrag, look me in the eyes. Creek, look me in the eyes.
Nash is imposing himself between anybody and the cheese.
Do not eat
It's one
this.
before, and I like it.
No. There are more important things in here, such as this key. Which I'm
Those
hoping was not the
weapons?
door that melted, because then it is a bit of a letdown.
So yeah, treasure. The big things is there's a treasure chest that has a little lock on it. Nash has found a little key, and Creek has found a big stuffed book.
I'm gonna let other people do what they're gonna do, but I am going to move up to closer to the door and make room for people doing whatever they're gonna do with the treasure chest, and wait for my my turn to do with it.
All right.
Yeah, go for it.
I was gonna say Vaz is gonna walk over to the chest and sort of wave Nash over, be like, "Darling, come here, take a look at this. You found a key, right?"
Yes, but perhaps we should approach cautiously. What am I doing? What is happening to my mouse right now? Oh god. What is it? What is this? What am I doing? I'm creating a path for my icon. How did I do this? How do I turn this off?
Oh no. But try. Are you using press to talk? Try unclicking your press to talk and then letting go.
I'm not using press to talk.
Oh no. Okay.
Maybe right click. Maybe right click to clear it.
Okay, right click cleared it. Okay, now am I on? What tool am I on?
I think you're on the ruler.
Oh yeah, you're on the ruler tool.
I'm not on the ruler though.
Oh.
That's what's confusing me. And what's happening is if I click somewhere, it'll make that line. Is nobody else seeing the path that I'm drawing?
I can see it.
We
I'm
all
seeing
see
it.
That happens,
I'm not
but
on the ruler.
I
That's why I
think.
don't know how I'm doing that.
Shell.
Are you using your keyboard that was like freaking out?
No, I'm using my mouse, and my keyboard's totally fine now.
Maybe click to a different tool and then click back to select.
Because yeah, it does that when you press the it was either Control or Alt.
No. Okay. I figured it out. My notebook was on the control key.
That'll do it.
Thanks for going on this side quest with me, you guys. Okay.
That was fun.
What was?
This is
Hold
a
on.
great episode.
I need like 5 more seconds. I don't know what I was about to ask.
Treasure chest.
Checking for traps. How do I do that?
Yeah, we'll do perception for that because
Okay.
This is one thing I like a lot about Pathfinder 2E is that there isn't like different subsets of searching for stuff. There isn't perception, investigation, insight. It's all under one roof.
Gotcha. Okay. Let me make sure I'm not doing this sneaky this time. Wow.
So you take a good look over and you don't notice any traps. You do see that there is that symbol again on like engraved on some of the metal on the chest. But you don't see any traps.
Well,
Now, Gertie, if there are shiny objects inside, please do not freak out. I know you like shiny objects.
Shiny, 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 shiny.
well, it seems above board, but just to be sure, because I feel it is my turn now to, take some sort of beating from this place. So if everyone could take, just a step back, just to be certain. And Nash
Take a step back and is still within the 5-foot square.
Nash will open the chest.
Okay.
Or attempt to open it with the key.
So you stick the key into the hole. You turn the key. You hear it
His shadow
click.
takes a step back.
Shadows takes a step back, and it opens. Inside, you see like a bottle of alcohol, a strange vial full of a liquid that you can identify until you identify it, an unusual set of goggles, and a chunk of agate. Agate? Agate. Greenstone. Agate.
Got it. Okay. Nash is going to take out the goggles and the vial. He's going to start with the vial to try to determine what that is.
Okay. Roll me either Arcana or Medicine.
Okay. Let's
Do
go.
you want any help with that, Nash?
Who would
Am
look
I-
coolest wearing the
Uh,
goggles?
I'd be rolling medicine. Can Pickles help with that?
Yeah, he would also have to roll Medicine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Pickles, do you want to give that a shot, Pickles?
Yeah, I can. Am I able to choose to roll Arcana on these things?
I'm rolling medicine, so your assist would have to be
Yeah.
medicine.
Oh, I was
will
gonna
roll
ask if you
medicine.
wanted to let Pickles just do the roll instead. I don't know how good your medicine is.
+6.
Oh, my Arcana is +7, so it's not too much different. So
Well-
if you want,
One of you could take the liquid, one of you could take the goggles. It will take you 10 minutes to identify them.
Yeah. Nash will hand the liquid over to Pickles because that feels more like his
Yeah.
area, and I'll inspect the goggles.
Okay.
They look like I don't know.
Is
Maybe
the
I would like them.
is the box now empty?
The box is now empty.
Greg will give Gertie the box.
She hops inside.
I might have missed it talking over it. Did somebody take the agate and the alcohol?
Vaz will grab it.
Okay.
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 Vaz,
What should I roll
agate,
for?
alcohol. And it should be on your sheet now, Vaz. Yeah.
What should I roll for the goggles?
That would be Arcana.
Okay. We'll give that a shot.
I would like to use my hero point.
Yeah, go for it. So yeah, Nash, you identify these goggles as clockwork goggles. These are a heavy set of mechanical goggles that contain a variety of different lenses for different situations, including lenses that filter light at different intensities and frequencies, and even some that capture heat and other stimuli. Clockwork mechanisms can swap between the lenses as rapidly as needed. However, many of these lenses can only capture a single stimulus once, and then they're forever etched with it, making them unsuitable for long-term use. When activated, the different lenses granting you a benefit to all of them for a brief period of time, And you get low light vision for 10 minutes using these. And let me just demystify that so everybody can... Oh, and everybody can look in the chest by double-clicking on the chest, by the way. And,
Oh.
And
That's neat.
Pickles, you have no idea what this liquid is.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stash those goggles.
Well, unfortunately, I am not an alchemist, so this is
Scrag,
not
make a medicine. Actually, can Scrag make a nature check? No, that wouldn't work.
Yeah, this would be medicine or arcana.
Well,
Okay,
we need to
roll
do it.
medicine.
We need to spend another 10 minutes, and we've already spent.
Sorry. Well, never mind. Ignore that.
Okay, you're not doing that then. But yeah, to get the stuff off the sheet and onto your sheet, you just click and drag the item onto your token, and it should show up in your inventory.
That's neat.
Scrag needs to bring back bail money, but there is no bail money.
Well, no, the bail money is going to come from finishing the job.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anything else that we get here is, I believe it's our finder's fee.
So, if Scrag brings the drugs, will they let him out of prison?
They'll probably put you in more prison.
Oh.
Yes, Greg should have nothing further to do with the drugs.
I'm going to go ahead and grab the unusual liquid so I can identify it at a later date.
Yeah, for sure.
Please, though. What about the Thotzarella?
No, we have to leave the Thotzarella.
Yes, I think we have gracious plenty evidence, as is.
All right.
No, we maybe need more evidence. More
No.
delicious
No.
evidence.
I think you are sufficient evidence, Scrag.
Did Creek get a chance to do a thing?
Yeah, I wanted to check out the book that was on the desk.
Yes. So you walk over to the book, and you start to flip through it, and you quickly realize that this is written in some kind of code, but the way that the tally marks and the names line up, you think this is a kind of ledger, but it is written in code, so that none of the names are correct. Only the person with the code knows who these people actually are.
Okay, so it's not decipherable unless you have the key to the code.
Unless you have the key or spend some time deciphering the code with a check.
Okay.
Which...
Ooh, I was gonna say, would that be a what check?
Yeah, I'm figuring that out now. Probably like an underworld lore check. I can't imagine every other, most people would know how to decipher underworld code like this.
Kind of feels like a Nash check. I don't mean
yeah.
to judge, but
Yeah, we might want to take that and decipher that elsewhere while we're getting Scrag checked
Okay.
Yeah.
Creek is gonna grab the book and stuff it in her bag
Yeah.
for a later date.
Cool. And with
Nobody
that...
will be bothered that we took that, definitely.
Greg is going to pick up the box with Gertie still in it.
Rah! I can fly! Yeah!
That is admittedly adorable.
Mm-hmm.
Box.
It appeared
Gertie in a box.
it appears we found what there is to find here. We have many reasons now to make haste, and I think that we should. I think we should do that.
Last thing I'd like to do before we leave, and I promise it's a quick thing. Can we kind of reckon... Well, actually, I don't know how... No, we traveled in that... never mind, because we traveled through that area for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, and
So it
now...
would be difficult, if not impossible, to try and determine what's above this place.
Yeah.
Right?
You traveled, you wandered around in circles, basically, for, half an hour before finding this place. So you've kind of lost your bearings. And now it's been probably about an hour since you've wandered down here.
Okay, in that case, Pickles would like to, he would like to, out of his bag, I would like to take my deck of playing cards, and I would like to secret one of my playing cards, beneath the stairs here.
Okay.
If I can't actually take my knife and like wedge it between some of the boards, such a way that it's not visible.
Yeah, roll me a thievery check for that. That sounds like something that would do.
8.
You, like, jam and, like, kind of break some of the wood here and slip the card in. You're not super confident that this is super well hidden.
Okay. Well. That being the case, that's about as good as I've got. But I want to take note of which card it is that is in there.
Okay. That is the Four of Swords.
Okay, so the Four of Swords is in... Okay, gotcha. And I would like to... Pickles would like to remember that and write that down in his stuff.
All right.
Because I have a thought for later. But yeah. All right, let's get out of here.
Is it wise to leave a very literal calling card like that?
My hope, I admittedly was not very good at hiding it, but my hope is that, in case anything happens where all this just magically disappears, I'd like to make sure that we know, we have something that we can point to as, being able to, prove that this is where we were. Besides, it's just a regular deck of playing cards.
My only concern would be, placing proof of ourself at the scene of the crime may backfire.
True, although... That's a good point.
So you see Scrag has written a note that says, it's okay, Scrag was here, there is no crime.
Where are you putting that?
He's just going to turn to Nash and just give a big thumbs up.
Ah, yes, thank you. Thank you, Gregory. I will place this somewhere safe for you. He'll hold out his hand for the note.
You will give him the note, and I assume Nash will immediately just, like...
Nash just holds on to it for a bit, and you'll notice that after a few moments, it gets absorbed into the shadow with him.
Slurp.
No, very smart.
All right.
That note is going to be
I think I'm gonna.
Chekhov's gun.
I think I'm gonna leave the card.
Okay. And from there...
What'd you say?
He says he trusts your judgment.
Okay.
So now there's stairs going up.
I think we want to go back the way we came, yeah? Unless we wanted to go up the stairs. Did we want to go up the stairs?
How's Scrag looking?
He's looking a little green, which is alarming because he's blue.
I'm taller than usual.
Well, assuming our dinosaur salesman friend has long enough, we should weigh our options because the quickest route is right here with us, but we don't know where it heads.
Immediately after Nash says that, is going to try and get up the stairs.
Ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. So,
Well, all right.
Greg is not feeling well. If Scrag dies, Scrag is sorry.
So yes,
we all die, and we'll all be sorry together.
Scrag, you get to the top of the stairs and you see that like this door is blocked by one of those bars. You pull up the bar, open the door, and you get met by the smell of the sea as we're going to take our break.
Yeah.
Yay.
Woo! We did it.
Intermission time. Everybody grab your snacks, go over to the snack bar, drop by the arcade, grab yourself some fun goodies.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all.
This is the one they stopped using because they realized it was like, come on, look at it.
So bad.
It's
so
great.
terrifying.
I love it. This is why I had nightmares as a child.
Why?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it real quick.
Our PSAs were like the little dinosaurs that wanted you to brush your teeth.
I don't honestly remember
Oh my
any
God!
any PSAs. I don't remember any PSAs from my childhood.
Canada
I'm
had
sorry,
a
like
lot
this-
of them.
Like, this evil John Lennon who just fucking unfurls his hands. Oh my god.
Isn't that great? It's just like florp.
Here's a million drugs.
So many drugs. Like, how did he have that many drugs in his hands?
Why is he giving that much drugs to kids? Like, Jesus.
It's great.
Everybody's
Oh my
back.
god, his eyes.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Aw, yeah, I remember this one.
Dudley, we had Dudley the dinosaur.
Yeah.
This is Scraig's first job, actually.
Oh, this is unlocking a memory, dude.
Okay. Y'all want to play some D&D?
No, I want
No.
to no. Pathfinder.
Pathfinder.
Oh, sorry. Fuck!
What are we doing?
Alright. So,
Elves is currently marked as away. You still. You
Man,
good?
why did you have to make Lockhart a dilf?
How am I away? I clicked the thing.
shh. Okay. So, you
Okay.
make
Oh,
your...
there you
69.
I probably hit that while trying to fix the ruler thing.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
So, you make your way up these stairs. They creak underfoot, and you smell the scent of the ocean as you pop up and find yourself over here. If you can see my ping, you might not be able to. I need to have the shift ping. Kid, did that work?
Yes, I can see.
Yes.
We're here, right?
Yes. And you pop up there. And you look around, and across a wide road, you see a handful of churches. And you look down the road, you see the Farbridge Bridge, at least the first one here. And you see that the Horizons Walkers Guild, and you realize that you're kind of among a handful of small huts. The map doesn't completely do it justice, but they're basically some rundown shacks at the side of the road. And
Okay, so
so
this
you started all the way down here and did like loop-de-doops under the city over here and ended up over here.
Interesting.
You can guess from how things went that you stayed on this side of the city and
Right,
did not
yeah, we
cross the
wouldn't
river.
Right, okay.
And Scraig, you remember those underground tunnels that you had wandered through were on the west side of the city, on the other side of the river.
Oh, the tunnels that you mean the tunnels that Scrag was doing like black market shit?
Yeah, all the black market shit was on the other side.
Okay.
But on this side was naturally occurring tunnels that led into this smuggler's hut.
Okay, I think our first port of call probably is the hospital to get Scrag all fixed up. Yeah.
Yeah, and as you guys had wandered into the city, you know that the hospital is on the west side, so across the river here. Specifically, right over here, where it says Riverside Hospital.
Yeah.
We need to get a party token.
We do.
You guys could all see the map correctly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're back to city meet.
Yeah. So yeah. You
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, unless I figure we just like go straight straight to the hospital unless somebody else says anything else.
Oh, yeah, hospital time.
Yeah, you like start gently pushing Scrag down, and you make your way across the river here, across the bridge, and over to the Riverside Hospital. As its name suggests, it overlooks the Far Bridge River, and it's a slightly larger building than the few buildings that surround it, many being workshops and other manufacturing buildings that are on this side of the river. As you enter the hospital's front doors, you spot several folks in a waiting room area. A few folks stare at you as you enter as the strange collection of people that is your party walks in.
Covered in mud and...
Yeah. There is a human woman behind the counter. She has brown skin and her hair pulled back into dreadlocks. She has a pair of spectacles on, as well as large hoop earrings, and I'm gonna make her visible. There she is.
Hello.
Welcome to the Riverside Hospital. I'm Dr. Kia. What can I help you with today?
A medical emergency.
Yeah, a friend
Pardon?
here ingested something he shouldn't have, and we'd like to get him examined and fixed up.
I didn't know what it was, and it is pain.
Oh dear. Anybody know? Do you have a sample of what he ate? Does anybody know what it was?
Scrag probably still has some stuck to his face, if we're being honest.
I'd like to keep that between us and a physician, if at all possible.
It's
I am
patient
the
confidentiality, don't worry.
She gets up and goes, all right, we'll go to a room, but I am a physician, and I promise you I will not tell the law keepers what you ate. I just need to know what it is, or I cannot help you.
No, completely understood. We just, in the middle of a waiting room is not the appropriate space to reveal that.
Very well. And she gets up, and you see that she's got in our world it would be African style garb, but it's very sleek, very bright colors. And she picks up like a little notebook off her table and leads you down the hall into this patient room, and you all like crunch into this place. It's not a very large room, but it's got a examining bed. And she goes, all right, so what was it?
It was demon dust. I don't feel good.
Crack. Yeah, he ate some crack.
I'm sorry, he did what? Why would you put that in your mouth? Right.
Actually, Scrag, I haven't asked you yet. Why did you put that in your mouth?
Because I thought Creek was gonna do it. I didn't want her to do it because I thought she was gonna get hurt, and I didn't want to get Creek to get hurt because she was really hurt.
On the table now. On the table.
Creek, why did you? Yeah, you put him on. Take care of him. Creek, why did you want to put this in your mouth?
It looks tasty. Looks like
Okay, new rule, Nash.
Is it don't put things in your mouth?
No, that one I'll admit we do need. Yes, I will admit you were right on that one. I will concede that point. New rule is that Scrag and Creek are not to be buddies. They will always be buddy with someone else.
I agree wholeheartedly.
So, Scrag, you're kind of pushed onto this table, and the doctor, she rushes over to a cupboard behind her and starts pulling all kinds of strange herbs and elixirs, and you see her pull out, like, a hunk of, like, charcoal, and she, like, crunches it, sticks it into part of this other elixir, whips it up, and she shoves it in your mouth and goes, drink this now.
Greg drinks it in, like, a half second.
Yeah. And you immediately, like, this thing tastes dusty and bleh, not great, but it does settle your stomach a little bit, and you start to feel...
Did she just give him my Lanta?
Don't worry about it. And you immediately start to feel...
No, I love it!
You start to, like, feel your hands again. The tingling sensation starts to subside. You're still not feeling 100%, though. And she goes, You're suffering from a toxic overdose. This will neutralize it, but you'll need to take a day to let it go all through your system. If you do too much exertion or activity, it very well may kill you. So don't do that.
Scrag does not like the... Thank you, Doctor.
What was your name, Doc?
Dr. Kia.
Kia.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
Where are we on the legalizing Thotzarella front?
On that note, I as it is now clear that we have been dealing with some illicit substances, I believe our next stop would be with the lawkeeper.
Yes, well, don't let him know that you've been eating demon dust. That is...
Nope, that part was settled here. We shall simply let him know of the discovery and not of our dear friend's actions. Yes, thank you.
I was poisoned.
Yes, you were, sir. Don't do that again.
Okay.
On the subject of health crises, and Pickles kind of pulls Creek to the fore and is like, "Can we also trouble you to perhaps patch up our friend here a bit? And how's everybody else doing, health wise?"
Yes, I forgot. I am bleeding internally.
Yeah. So, Scrag, your sickened condition is gone. Your stupefied condition has also faded. You still feel a little dizzy, but you are still fatigued, and you will need to rest that off.
Fair enough.
Big ol' little dino nap.
Yeah. And Creek, she
Creek's just
comes
all
over.
fucked up.
She looks you over and goes, yes, you quite a few wounds on you. And she stops and looks you in the face and goes, we don't get very many elves around here. Where are you from?
Oh, just, around.
Wait, but you do get a lot of giant lizards.
We get a handful. There's certainly more lizard folk than there are elves. The elves don't tend to venture too far outside of Saphalis. I heard that there are some in the Empire, but I have never set foot in there. I don't intend to. Bunch of backwards people there, relying too heavily on magic.
Yes, well, we don't tend to stray too far from our homeland, but I have seemed to stumble upon this place here.
Yeah, right.
Wait, hold on. Backwards? Come on.
I take no offense. My people are very interested, to say the least.
Yeah. So she starts patching you up, and she gets real good. 1 second, I need to double check how much that is. It's a lot.
So she checked my pulse and checked that I'm dead.
Yeah, she's like, your pulse is very weak. You'll definitely need to patch that up a bit.
An iron deficiency.
And...
Right.
They say that a sign of that is crunching ice cubes.
And yeah, but she patches you up, and as she's wrapping your bandages, she goes, no, that's just where I'm from. We don't rely on magic because honestly, if you use too much magic, it will take things from you. Human ingenuity. Now that is where it's at.
I heard there's always a give or take for gaining power, but...
Sorry, human ingenuity?
And she looks over at the almost completely non-human party and looks at Vess and goes, you understand, yes?
Quite, yes.
Well, Doc, you and I will just have to agree to disagree, but I appreciate your candor.
I do appreciate the mending. Thank you very much.
No.
How much do I owe you?
Oh, it just between the potion and fixing you up, I would say about 10 silver, so a gold.
Alright. Ooh. How much do I have? I could have sworn I had a gold. Hold on.
I'm sorry, what is a gold? Is that more human ingenuity I haven't heard of?
Currency.
I have a gold.
I've got it. Don't worry.
Oh, really?
I thought you were broke.
Well,
Well, I'm close to broke, but not quite broke.
Just so I understand the context, how close to broke is are we talking? Like, what's close to broke for you?
Well, I have 4 gold on me, so I've got at least that.
Oh, we're close to broke.
You have that shiny stone we found.
It's 4 more gold than I have.
Next time we are at a bar, I'll owe you a drink, my friend.
Capital. I love that.
I'm just gonna dump you all on the map so I know where you are. There you go.
And paid 1 gold.
I'll have to set up like a party token.
Ooh, smart for the big map.
Yeah, like how we had the little raven for the Barovia map.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah! Yeah, because, like, I don't expect us all to be going wherever on this big old map.
Yeah.
Now, do we... Okay. Thanks very much, Doc, and, Actually, am I? Yeah, I'm uninjured. Anybody else? Nash, do you need to... Are you good, Nash?
Oh, I'm quite fine.
Okay, if you're sure. I can't tell, you have to tell me if you're hurt, because I literally cannot tell by looking at you. You understand that, right? That you have to communicate how you're doing so that we know?
No one understands that more than I do. I'm quite fine, I promise. Nothing a good rest later won't take care of.
On the pain scale, is it a 1 or a 10?
Really more of a 2, I would say. As he says this, his shadow was holding up a 4, and then just kind of like quickly changes it to holding up 2 fingers.
Points at the shadow. Alright, well, let us know, alright?
Of course.
Screg seems kind of eager to get out of the doctor's office now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I guess we say our goodbyes, and do we want to check in at the guild first, or do we want to go straight to the lawkeeper?
Ooh, probably the guild.
I would feel better about not having what I currently have on my person any longer.
Good point.
Though, as stated when you were down below, you have not gotten your pay yet. To pay for Scragg's bail.
Right, we might have to go back and forth a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fair.
Scrag will stop at the guild just to pick up his share so we can take to the lawkeeper, and then we can keep going if you want to do that. Just to, keep things flowing.
Well, my thing is, I don't know if we've even technically done the job, really. Like, yeah,
True.
we're sure we sorted out the thing with those specific creatures, but, like, that's not,
Not complete, yeah.
I mean, specifically what the job was to figure out what was causing the problem.
Oh.
We
We
figured
did,
it out.
technically.
We've solved the first problem. We just found a slew of new problems.
Right. All right, fair enough. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, like, a lead, I mean, you say it often, Nash, like a lead's a lead,
Quite right.
Okay, yeah, I'm cool to pick up our monies then, and then head over to the lawkeepers.
Sorry,
Those
Gertie, we
Benjamin-
can't keep these shinies.
Shiny, shiny.
I know. We'll get you some new dino bling later.
All right, so you head back over the river, and it's at this point that it's getting close to like late afternoon as you wander into the Guildwalkers Hall. 1 second. Boop.
Ooh.
Beep boop. Uh-huh. And boop. We want this randomly, please.
Ah, there we go.
Fancy.
So, you head back to the guild with... And you see the front desk, and you see Levi is in front of that giant window, and he's, like, sorting through some papers. Ah, you're back.
We did the thing.
Oh? Did you figure out what it was causing the problems?
Turns out it was a bunch of gremlins.
Gremlins. Ah, nasty little things.
Yeah, we looked into it and found a whole nest of this thing, but we took care of it.
Do you, have any proof to bring back? Just like an ear, maybe, you know.
And
It
Gertie
can-
cough
it
up
can-
one.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, can Gertie, like, immediately cough up, like, a gremlin ear?
Yeah, blorp, and an ear comes up. He goes, ah, very well.
She looks at him and then points to the ear.
Very well. That's definitely a gremlin ear. I've seen several. And he, like, gently takes a pen and pushes it off his desk onto the ground.
Greg pats Gertie and he's like, you did a good job.
Well,
Gertie eating again.
It just
Yeah.
slurps it back up. And he gets up and, like, claps his hand and goes, well, that settles the entrance exam. Save for, of course, the written portion, which some of you wanted to come back and do. We'll figure that out later. For now, and he pulls out a drawer from his desk and pulls out five what looks to be compasses. And these compasses on the back, he shows you that there's an etching of the Horizon Walker's logo, and which is a sun cresting over the horizon. And there's an indentation currently on the front of it where it looks like something can be placed. And he hands one to each of you. That is your Wayfinder, proving you're a member of the Horizon Walkers, which will let you actually take jobs other than what I give you. You can take stuff from the wall now, if you want. This place here, the little indent, that's where you could place an Aeon Stone if you got one. Well, I
Greg,
don't have any right now, but you can take them later. For now, it's simply your ID for the guild. It has your name and rank on it, and sure enough, as you examine it, you see the names that you had written on the page on there. Vaz, yours goes all the way around the outside of the compass.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
and it also has your rank on it, which, if you look on the back, it says in little letters, Tenderfoot. Higher ranks in the guild get better wayfinders. This one lights up, though, and that's pretty cool.
Neat.
Screg is going to nod at Gertie and then clear his throat and then kind of look at Levi like,
Nash is examining his for a moment, and then the shadow gets cast over it, and he just is like, ah, and sets it back on the desk for a moment. The shadow recedes, and he just looks at it without touching it.
Nash, do you want me to hold on to yours?
Oh no, I can keep it on my person. It's just I wanted to take a moment to familiarize myself with it beforehand.
Pickles will attach his to the same watch chain as his own timepiece.
Cool. And
Double watch Midnight Madness.
as you, like, attach it, like, Levi kind of leans back and goes, there are 5 ranks in the guild. Though 6 if you count our illustrious leader in the position of Guildmaster. We have Tenderfoot, basic rank, which is what you all are now. Once you're done enough work on the missions appropriate for your level, you'll be upgraded to Drifter. From there, we have Explorers, Striders, and finally, if you get good enough at this, Pathmaster.
Gertie, get a compass.
He does not give her a compass, but he does pull out like a little collar with the symbol of the Horizon Walkers on it and goes, she can have this if she wants.
Yes, obviously. Yes. Obviously.
Wonderful.
Oh, would bastard like a collar?
No. I promise you. I have tried in the past. It was one of the first.
Like dashing. Little
Listen,
guild member.
if you want to lose a finger, be my guest.
And all
I
right.
have a cousin. I have a third cousin who will not talk to me ever again because of this animal. And a fiasco with collars.
And yeah, that is part 1 of your reward here. And now for the actual pay. And he hands you out. Nope, not that button. We want distribute coins. Yeah. Creek, not Gertie. Pickles, Greg. Gertie does not
She
get
doesn't get any money?
No, she doesn't.
Sure.
You each get 20 gold each.
Oh, so much gold, and Scrag can't have any of it.
And at this point, he also goes, some of you, I got a note from a Professor Miri. She had some, she sent over a little payment. It's only about 50 gold, but she also left a couple of items for you. And he hands you, Nash, this complex-looking puzzle box. She said you might get a kick out of that. And as you're like holding the puzzle box, Nash, and like your shadow goes to engulf it, lines on the puzzle box light up. So you still see a pattern on the box as your shadow engulfs it.
It gives you a glow-in-the-dark Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, basically.
Rad, actually.
That's pretty dope.
Nothing else in this room exists to Nash right now but this puzzle box.
And he then hands Pickles, he hands you a scroll. And it is a scroll of thoughtful gift.
Oh, hell yeah.
And
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
and
I gotta find that lady and thank her.
And Creek, he hands you an arrow that has like a rope attached to it, and you recognize this as a grappling arrow.
Nice. Well, this will come in handy.
And I'm just going to distribute the coins to everybody, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Nash was gonna say without looking up from the puzzle box. We should distribute this evenly, yes?
Yeah, there's no reason not to. I mean,
And yeah, everybody gets
You
10
don't have to
gold.
give him Scrag, because he's,
well, no, you need some funds.
yeah, but he's got to give them all to the cops.
No, you only have to give the money from the first job.
Yeah, you can keep the 10 gold.
Oh,
Any money outside of that first job is yours.
thank you. So
Uh,
nice of you.
DM, real quick.
Pickles is like, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna ask real quick for the sake of my notes. What pattern do the lines on the puzzle box appear to be making? Is there like a pattern to them?
There is a pattern to them, but right now they are not connected, so you're not 100% sure what the final product will be.
Okay. Does it twist kind of like a Rubik's Cube
Yeah.
that what we're dealing with? Okay. Cool.
And for completing this first part of an adventure, you get some experience as well, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
Assigned.
nice.
And Pickles is also looking at Screg like, did you think that they were just gonna take all your money?
Yes.
No,
He was
Screg.
very mean to me. He put me in chains. I didn't know what was going on.
Oh, don't worry, because like one of the next stops that we have on the way to, because I need to go thank Professor Miri for the scroll. We can go to the lawkeepers and we can get like a well, we need to drop off your money to them, but we can go ahead and get like a copy of the code legal from the city, so maybe we can, avoid any mishaps like that in the future.
All right. Well, with that, I will dub you all members of the Horizon Walkers. Welcome to the guild.
Yay!
Just imagining Nash's shadow holding up emphasizing to hold up like the little Pathfinder watch, like a Legend of Zelda character, like da 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 da.
Yeah. The little wayfinder.
Yeah.
But yeah, the wayfinders are actually like little magic items. They do in fact light up with a little command. They can have the first level spell light on them.
Oh yeah.
Rich.
Well, that's one cantrip that I can slot out of my my list there.
Yeah.
Greg has. Oh, sorry.
But yeah, there are things called Aeon Stones that you can also buy that you can insert into there, so you can have them do stuff too. Those cost money though, so probably later down the line.
Greg is going to. So Greg has like a little necklace of bones and stuff from things he's killed, and he's gonna basically put the little compass in the center of that necklace.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I dig it.
Where did Creek and Vaz put theirs?
Oh, Creek definitely just put it in her pocket and it's out like in her coat, so who knows where it is.
Like jangling around with other shit in her pocket.
Whoop!
Oh yeah. No rhyme or reason, just whoop, in there. Who knows?
Yeah, Vaz is just gonna hang hers off of her belt.
Nash shuffles around, but you cannot tell where he's actually putting his. You do see him wince for a moment.
Oh.
Nash, no.
His painted brows will furrow, and he's just like, no, what on earth do you think I'm doing?
I thought you said you weren't hurt.
Oh, no, it was just a pinch, it's fine.
Uh-huh.
What do you want, Reggie? What do you want? You're too far away.
Reggie, do you have a quest for us?
Reggie wants to play.
Reggie wants to nap, apparently.
Aww.
Alright, well, we should go... Yeah, we should go into turn in that, we should go into pay a visit to the lawkeepers.
Yes.
Or gets even more mad.
All right.
Alright, Levi, we will, Levy, we will check back in with you later. I'm sure we will have more, things to, more jobs to pick up from you, but we have some loose ends to tie up.
Of course. Come back anytime. I'll be here.
Greg is going to look Levi in the eye and say, "Please do not turn out to secretly be evil."
What a strange thing to say to someone.
He puts his hand over his mouth. He
Greg.
Levi just puts his hand over his mouth and looks like he's fighting a smile.
I like it.
My, aren't you blunt? Nah, I've got too much paperwork to be evil, darling. And he goes back to work.
Oh.
As we leave, Pickles whispers to Craig, he hasn't met.
Too much paperwork to be evil is also Eamon's character.
That's the mood, huh?
I love this guy so much. He's so good.
Yeah.
Alright. But yeah, as you exit out of the Horizon Walker Guild, you end up back on the street. I'll move everybody over here.
The lawkeepers to not get arrested. to avoid future arrests.
So yeah, you walk over down past the Horizon Walkers Guild, go past what looks to be a pub that is starting to have people head inside. And a little further down, you see what looks to be a pretty big building that has a courtyard attached, and on the other side of it there looks to be an attached church almost. It's a smaller looking temple than the ones that you had passed on the to get down this way, but You enter into the hall, and you see, like, it's really clean in here, with couches in there where people would wait to talk to the secretary. And sure enough, there's a secretary behind a little desk, but in front of her, in this big area here, is a large statue of a woman. She is tall with long flowing hair and a stern expression. She is in heavy armor, and in one hand is a shield, and the other hand a large gauntlet. Her gauntleted hand is outstretched, with a pair of scales held in it. And there is an inscription on the bottom that says, "My hand I extend to judge the wicked. My shield I hold close to protect the innocent. My gold and silver children I send far from me to witness the truth."
And is this Brahmin?
This is not Brahmin. This is a woman. This is...
Right.
Well, to figure that out, roll me a religion check.
Can I roll a religion?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm the wrong character for this.
Hey,
15.
A 15. Finally,
Yeah.
a good roll.
Yeah, this is one of the popular gods amongst people that, like, guards and the lawkeepers here. This is Alexitus, the goddess of law and order, and the overseer of the endless library. Scrag, this is a lady. This is a lady, Scrag. This is what you know. And you only just know that because ladies tend to have longer hair in the mammals.
Still figuring out the whole gender expression amongst mammals.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have that. It's just some lay eggs and some don't. That's it.
Yeah.
You figure it out at the time. It's fine.
But yeah, Pat.
This.
Yeah, go for it.
Go ahead.
I thought my sister was my brother until she was 15.
Go ahead, Lee.
Yeah, no, you can go ahead.
I was just delivering that information to the party. Now, this is the goddess of law and order, which makes sense thinking about it, actually.
Ah, so she's a cop.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's also a librarian.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
think so, yeah.
She must be very serious about books.
Go ahead, Leanne.
Yeah.
Do you have more?
You do, like, she is a librarian and a cop in that she values order among all else. And, like, the Endless Library, it has been known to be a place beyond the reach of mortals, where every book of every experience people have felt gets locked away in a very orderly system.
Oh, so it's like the books of people's lives, as it were?
Yeah, and it's cataloged very carefully.
Huh. Interesting.
Greg is going to sort of walk ahead of the rest of the party and find the place that he can deposit his bail.
So, yeah, you pass you see the reception desk. There's a brown-haired woman doing some paperwork. She glances up and spots you and makes direct eye contact with you, Scrag. Oh, it's you. Lawkeeper Lockhart said to expect you back. Didn't expect you this soon. She stops her paperwork and gets up from her desk. This way, please.
Greg is going to go with her, but he's not happy about it.
I guess we'll all go with, yeah?
Yeah.
Just sure.
And she leads you all down this long hallway lined with doors on one side and windows overseeing the courtyard you kind of saw from outside. And the courtyard, you see a bunch of men and women running training drills. And they are using their shield as their primary asset.
Huh.
And then you
That's
read...
an interesting fighting style. I'd never seen it before.
Well, it allows for the most protection of our officers, as well as the least amount of collateral damage to our assailants and criminals. After all, they cannot serve justice if they're dead.
Scrag
Very
like
smart.
lowers his eyelids and then like remembers the beating he received when he was arrested.
Aw.
Ah, how grim.
And yeah, she leads you to the end of the hall, and you see a door with the name Dixon Lockhart etched into a gold plaque. The secretary opens the door and ushers you in. She waits on the other side and closes it. The office is immaculate. You can't see a speck of dust or a single piece of paper
Except
out of
from
place.
us.
Yeah, except for you. You are like night and day. Like the furniture is accented in gold, and the desk is there's a handful of chairs with a scale sitting on it. Everything is pristine and buffed to a mirror shine. And there is Dixon Lockhart looking out a large window behind him that shows the bustling marketplace behind him. He turns and looks at you all. That was faster than I expected, frankly. I'm almost impressed.
Without saying anything, Scrag is going to walk up to the desk and one by one angrily put 20 gold pieces on his desk while looking him dead in the eye.
Yeah, he locks eyes with you, those silver eyes, and he counts as you put the coins down. 20. Perfect.
And without saying anything, Screg is going to turn around and leave.
Don't cause any more trouble, and we won't have to do this again.
They had more dinosaur eggs.
Pardon?
They had more dinosaur eggs underground where they were hiding.
Who is they?
Gremlins. I don't know.
What
Weird
was the
crap.
the
Perhaps we should give more context. When we were investigating the goings on in the docks, we were led into an underground tunnel system, at the end of which we found a room that appeared to be used by smugglers. There were dinosaur eggs there that had been smashed, but we also found this, and Nash will pull the vial out, which can't be seen at first. He'll place it on Dixion's desk, on like somewhere where it's not like on any of his stuff, obviously, like a clear spot on the. And when he pulls his hand back, the shadows retract, and it shows the vial of devil dust with the rat emblem on it.
He like leans over and looks at it, and he like gets a little snarl on his face and goes, "River rats."
You said that like their reputation precedes them. Are they? I know that they're. Nash, you said they were a guild here, but are they high on your list?
Guild is used loosely for them, I would say.
Gotcha.
They like to consider themselves the Shadow Winds. To counter the 5 guilds, which are the 5 winds. The bunch of miserable smugglers. They're not the worst of the Shadow Winds, but they do deal in all kinds of manner. Alcohol, drugs, the like. Seems now they've moved into dinosaurs. I don't know if it's better or worse than what I've caught them with before.
Well, shame you don't know how to catch a dinosaur. See ya!
Yeah, far be it from us to step on your toes. Happy investigating, I guess.
Very well. Just keep an eye out. If you have any more information, don't hesitate to come by.
Not without my attorney.
He kind of like raises an eyebrow at that.
When did he get an attorney?
Have a dino attorney? They're dino lawyer school.
Of course there's dinosaurs. I do you think we write our dinosaur laws?
I mean, fair enough, I suppose.
I can't imagine. They're very busy on a small island.
Hey, you gotta do something for fun.
I guess.
There's one dinosaur lawyer. There is one.
Why?
Attorney
He's
at
always
jaw.
on-
Side hustle.
Attorney and Jaw!
Oh my god.
God, every time you go silent for a bit, I'm just waiting for you to just pull up some random goof that kills me.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
And
I would watch that. Sorry.
as you turn to leave Scrag though, Dixon does stop for a second and he pulls something out of his desk. 1 second. Mr. Dinosaur Salesman. Trapjaw. I have heard that someone in my employ mistreated you while you were here. We don't appreciate people breaking the law, but I appreciate people in my employ hurting people even less. And he hands you what you would immediately recognize as a snare. A caltrop snare, to be precise. Which is a type of trap that you could use. This won't make up for the injuries that you sustained, but I hope it puts things in a better foot.
Greg honestly looks like he's about to just give it back. And then he kind of just... No, you know what? Greg's going to leave it. He's going to leave it on his desk.
All right, very well. It's here if you want it.
Greg's going to come back and take it.
Okay. This
It
is
was the principle of the thing.
It's the principle of the thing. It just you see the hintest of a smile on his face. Now, if there is nothing else, he then locks eyes with Pickles. Could I have a word with you in private, Mr. Goblin?
Yeah. You all go on ahead. I'll catch up. And Bastard will Pickles will if there's a chair there, Pickles will sit down and
Yeah, you could see a twinge in his expression as he realizes that a goblin covered in mud is sitting on his chair.
and Bastard will, sensing danger, hop up into Pickles' lap, and Pickles will pet Bastard, suddenly feeling very small.
Yeah. And then the door closes. It's just the two of you. And he looks at you and goes, "What is your name?"
Pickles.
Mr. Pickles. Very well. You felt it, didn't you? When our eyes met. That prickling sensation.
You know, I could make a joke about that being the worst pickup line I've ever heard, but
Oh,
yeah.
God. And he just buries his face in his hands and goes, "This is going incredibly wrong."
Pickles Pickles kind of smiles and goes, "What? You looked at all of us and you expected anything but this with all of us?"
Adventurous.
Look
what
at-
am I going to do? All right.
So what's the deal? What's the situation? Did you tap into my mind? Were you looking for something? Am I the only one that felt it?
No.
What's the deal?
I did not poke into your mind. I did not intrude upon that. In fact, that is entirely illegal to poke into people's minds. No, it's something else. You and I... God, this sounds even worse. We have a connection, you and I.
Yeah, it does sound worse. You're correct about that.
God. Have you ever looked at a flower and seen the mathematical formula that would have created the pattern on its petals? Or perhaps you saw something the way water dripped into a pond, and you could feel the time and predict the droplets.
Pickles was writing in his notebook, like, just writing, like, different notes about things, like, about how, you know, poking into people's minds is illegal, and he, upon hearing that, he will slowly put down his pencil and almost subconsciously, like, leaf back through the notebook, but as he realizes he's doing that, he will close it, but not before Lockheed Dixon probably would have gotten even a slight of a look at, like, a couple pages with, like, fractals of trees and a page of, like, with literally, like, the flow of the river and how the currents affect, like, rebound and affect the other side of the river.
Yeah.
So what if I did?
There is an order to how the universe forms itself. You and I, we can see it. We can feel it. I am not entirely human. And he points at you and goes, and you're not entirely goblin. I could see it in your eyes, and I can feel it now that we're near each other. That tingling sensation. I've been able to see patterns and numbers in the way that the whole universe works. I believe we are both touched by the goddess of Lexitus, the goddess of law and order. And he digs into his desk and pulls out like a little pin. Has a pair of scales on it, and he hands it to you and goes, I suggest you look into the goddess, as well as the Endless Library. It helped me find my path, and perhaps it will point you on yours.
Pickles will take the pin, and he will not pin it to himself, but he will put it into a pocket, not before taking a quick sketch of the symbol and putting it into his notebook. And that's, I'm assuming, all you're going to give me. This is I need to find out this information for myself.
It wouldn't be much of a challenge if I just gave you all the answers.
Well, what do you say, bastard? Shall we go unravel another mystery? Alright. And he gets up off the chair and starts walking towards the door. He will kind of say, I suppose, if there's nothing else, I have some libraries to investigate.
Good day to you, Mr. Pickles.
Good day to you, Lawkeeper.
And yeah, you open
Please
the door.
don't turn out to be secretly evil.
He just, like, tilts his head at that and goes, Sir, I am a lawkeeper. I fight evil.
As I said, please don't turn out to be secretly evil. Goodbye.
And then the door closes. And I think, actually, that's a good place to end it for today.
Yes!
Woo!
Yeah.
Ah!
So
Twisted turns. Nice.
goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Goodbye.